The sun was shining brightly over the peaceful village of Ufolobi.
Birds sang sweet songs in the trees.
Women sold fruits in the market.
Children laughed as they ran through the dusty roads. And in the middle of the village lived a beautiful young woman named Sadi. Sadi was kind.
She was gentle.
She always helped people. When an old woman carried a heavy basket, Sadi helped her. When children fell while playing, Sadi helped them stand.
Everyone loved Sadi.
Everyone except her mother seemed happy. Mama Kami wanted something more.
Every night, she sat outside her house and dreamed. She dreamed of riches. She dreamed of gold. She dreamed of becoming the most respected woman in the village.
And she believed only one thing could make that happen: a very rich husband for Sadi.
One morning, as Sadi swept the compound, she heard footsteps.
Slow footsteps.
Careful footsteps.
She looked up. A young man stood at the gate. His name was Tunda.
Tunda was a farmer. His clothes were simple,
but his smile was warm.
And his eyes were kind. In his hands were gifts: fresh yams, palm oil, and cola nuts.
His hands shook a little.
He was nervous, very nervous.
Sadi's heart beat faster. She knew why he had come.
Tunda walked inside.
Mama Kami, he said politely, I love your daughter. I want to marry her. For a moment, everything became quiet.
Even the birds seemed to stop singing. Sadi waited. Tunda waited.
Then Mama Kami looked at his clothes. She looked at his sandals. She looked at the gifts.
And suddenly she laughed.
A loud laugh. A painful laugh.
You, she said.
You want to marry my daughter? Tunda swallowed hard. Yes, Mama.
I may not be rich now,
but I work hard. Mama Kami stood up. Her face became hard.
Very hard. No. She pointed at the gate. Leave my house.
The words hit Tunda like a stone. Slowly, he picked up his gifts. Slowly, he turned around. Slowly, he walked away.
Sadi stood by the window. Tears filled her eyes. She wanted to call him back.
She wanted to say something.
Anything. But the words never came.
That night, Sadi cried quietly into her pillow.
Days passed.
Then weeks. Then months.
Many men came. A teacher came.
Mama Kami chased him away.
A carpenter came.
Mama Kami chased him away too.
A trader came. She chased him away before he could even finish speaking. The villagers began to whisper. Why does she keep doing this? Those are good men.
Money is not everything.
But Mama Kami never listened. She smiled proudly.
My daughter deserves a rich husband.
The richest husband.
Then one hot afternoon, something happened. Something big. Something that made the entire village stop and stare. Dust rose into the air. Children stopped playing.
Women stopped talking. Men turned their heads.
The car stopped in front of Mama Kami's house. Then the door of the first car opened. A tall man stepped out. Chief Balogan,
one of the richest men in the region. Gold sparkled on his clothes. A shiny watch covered his wrist. Servants rushed around him, carrying gifts. Big gifts. Huge gifts. Bags of rice. Boxes of clothes. Jewelry.
And money.
Lots and lots of money.
Mama Kami's mouth fell open.
Her eyes grew wide.
Her dream had come true. At least that was what she thought.
The village celebrated.
People danced. People sang. People talked about the huge bride price. The biggest we have ever seen. But while everyone celebrated,
Sadi noticed something. Something strange.
Very strange.
Chief Balogan never smiled. Not once. His face looked cold. His eyes looked even colder. Every time he looked at someone, they quickly looked away. A small shiver ran down Sadi's back. That night, she could not sleep. Something felt wrong. The next morning, she visited an old woman who lived beneath a giant mango tree. The old woman listened carefully. Then she sighed. A long sigh. My child, she said softly. Money can buy food. It can buy clothes. It can buy houses. But money cannot buy a good heart. Sadi looked down. I am afraid. The old woman squeezed her hand. When your heart whispers, listen. But when Sadi told her mother about her fears, Mama Kami became angry. Afraid? Of what? He is rich. He will make us famous. Sadi became quiet. Very quiet. Soon, wedding preparations filled the village. Drums echoed through the air. Women danced. Children laughed. The village had never seen such a celebration. Finally, the wedding day arrived. Sadi looked beautiful. Everyone smiled. Everyone except Sadi. Behind her smile was fear. Deep fear. As the car carried her away from the village, she looked through the window. The houses became smaller. The roads disappeared behind her. And a strange feeling settled in her chest. A feeling she could not explain. When they arrived at the chief's mansion, Sadi was amazed.
as Sadie told her everything. Mama Kemi's smile disappeared.
Slowly, painfully.
She watched the chief insult workers.
She watched him shout. She watched him treat people badly. And finally, she understood.
The truth hit her hard.
Harder than any stone. She had chosen money.
She had ignored kindness. She had ignored character. She had ignored love.
That night, Mama Kemi could not sleep. Again and again, she remembered Tanda, the kind farmer,
The teacher,
the carpenter, the trader, good men.
men she had chased away. Tears rolled down her face.
For the first time, she wished she could go back and change everything.
But she couldn't.
The next day, she gathered the women of the village.
Her voice shook as she spoke.
I made a mistake. A deep silence filled the air.
I looked at money.
I forgot to look at the heart. The women listened carefully.
Then Mama Kemi said something the village would never forget. A good heart is worth more than gold. Years later, parents still told the story. Children still listened.
And everyone remembered the lesson.
Money can buy many things.
But money cannot buy kindness.
Money cannot buy respect. Money cannot buy true love. Because the greatest treasure in the world is a good heart.